Hydration is key, y'all. Make sure y'all taking care of yourself in this heat. You know what I mean? It's very important. But let's get into the video. Welcome to Thriving Talks, y'all. So I want to basically talk about something that's really just, I think it's important because we all going through, something that we all can connect on, right? And on the back end, people can put that facade on and act like everything's smooth, everything's okay. But let's be real to ourselves. We're all suffering in our own unique way. You know what I mean? And I think that, it's all about our approach. It's all about the mindset. It's all about how we go about things, right? But on the back end, it's just complaining about your problems. You know what I mean? It's not going to really do anything for you. And something that I want to be able to kind of talk about too briefly and touch upon is about this crisis that's going on in regards to the the benefits, the EBT benefits, for instance, right? So for those out there that don't know what that is, right? It's the government assistance, whether it's for food or just money, so you're able to have the resources for you to be able to like survive and get your needs met, right? And right now, when it comes to the government, a lot of things are being evaluated, restricted, cut, whatever you want to call it, and it's impacting different people in various ways. But I really want people to keep their head high and have a sense of gratitude. Make sure that you're keeping yourself in the most positive way as you can. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? We're not going to be able to control every circumstance in our life, but something that we're able to kind of keep tabs on is that mindset, right? And keep grinding. I'm not going to sit there and tell you just to sit on a bench, you feel me? And just, be in la la land. But you got to apply yourself. You got to keep, you feel me? Taking the action. Even me right now, too, on the back end, for those that don't know, why am I in a situation where I don't have a job, right? Full-time gig, and I got a master's degree I'm sitting on right now. What's going on? But I'm not going to sit here and sabotage. And like we're around people, like I said, that got that low-ass self-esteem, feel me? That ain't got nothing really going on for people, so they want you to be miserable like them, right? Nah, we ain't got time for that. We can't control certain things. And that's why I keep advocating on this self-awareness, positive self-talk, and really keeping yourself on this vibration, because at the end of the day, you have nothing to prove. You ain't got nothing to prove. You got to be proud of yourself. You should be affirming yourself. And you do everything that you potentially can or are doing to keep yourself where you need to be. You feel me? But like I said, that word gratitude. You see the shirt, you feel me? I'm currently at work. I'm on my break right now, just doing my thing type stuff. But on the back end, it's like I'm blessed. At least I have something that's allowing me to, take care of my needs. You know what I mean? I'm currently on government assistance too. I got the Mass Health. You feel me? They took care of my glasses, you feel me? My dentist appointment was last week. I got a fill-in, got me a little cavity, whatever. Something they're gonna give me right this week. But on the back end, it's like, yo, I'm surviving. And I understand that other people out there, they're trying to survive as well. But like I said, do the best you can. Keep applying to the jobs. Keep doing what you can do. Maintaining. You feel me? Some of us out here, we gotta be real with ourselves. We're spending frivolously money on things that we gotta be able to kind of sharpen our skills on. For instance, cooking. Let's get to it. Feel me? Back in the days, when I think about my grandma, sometimes I be thinking about them butter biscuits. You feel me? In a real way, and it's like flour. Come on, y'all. Like y'all know the ingredients and some of the stuff that y'all can make at home. Rice and beans. We got to get back to the. You know what I mean? We got to do what we got to do, and sometimes we got to improvise. Sometimes we got to understand too, in our mindset too, is that these things are temporary. These circumstances are temporary, right? And I understand that sometimes when we're not in the best state of mind, we could do things that will what? Compromise our situation. And I don't want you guys to be in a situation where you're down bad, you're desperate, and you try to, steal or do something that could put you in a catastrophic situation, and you're scratching your head like, damn. You know what I mean? Nah. Take a deep breath. Get into environments like this. Get away. We low-key in the city right now, but you it's quiet, you feel me? Get in your own little zone. Look left, look right. People gonna be there regardless. But as long as you have yourself, and like I said, you have this positive mindset, and you're trying to really kind of just get into that mindfulness, things are gonna get better. But affirm yourself. And I want to tell you guys something that I had to work on too, and I'm continuously keep doing this, is the word called self-compassion. You're gonna have to try to be better on being your best friend with yourself. Some of us out here, we have best friends that crossed us, that did us dirty. You feel me? You was in a situation that you never thought that you would be in. Yo, and I got something I want to drop. I'm speaking on this topic. I'm going to drop another video on this. I want to share something with you because I had to cut someone off in regards to something that they had done. You feel me? But this shows when it comes to self-respect, some of the stuff you're not going to, you feel me? When you get to a certain level, you're not going to be able to, you feel me? People know what they're doing, yo. That's all I can say. Yo. People know what they're doing. And the silly manipulative games, you're not going to let this shit slide. Excuse my French, but you feel me? I got to be real with y'all. And I think that I don't want you guys to be in a situation where you're desperate and you're comfortable, you're bored, you feel me? You're being negligent and you're just letting things slide and you're causing mental disparity to your life. You're causing yourself, dysfunction, anger, frustration, because you're around people that ain't gonna do nothing for you. And they're benefiting off of you because of your energy, your light, and your kindness, right? And one thing I want to share with you too is that people that are good, people that are kind type stuff, they end up getting used. You know why? Because people know on the back, and let's just get to it. You know how I am, I just get to it. You feel me? People know because you're forgiving. Good people are forgiving. We're able to kind of just wash things away, let it go, and then you think that everything's gonna be sweet. But these people on the back end, they know what they're doing, and they're used to, being into the survival mindset where they're used to trying to get their needs met, and they're not thinking about you. They're not thinking about how you feel. They're not thinking about your emotions. They're not thinking about the outcomes. They're thinking about what they can gain, how they're able to benefit off of you. You feel me? And that's why I do what I do, and I pour into you, and I serve you, and I serve people, because people need to have this awareness. And I understand that there's people out there that are coming from, dysfunctional homes. Gotta keep it buck with you, gotta keep it thorough. And we don't have the mindset to really cultivate and think thoroughly because of our environments. I'm blessed. And I gotta give it to myself, like I'm trying to have you guys understand, and affirming yourself is that I had to put the work in, and I'm continuously doing it. But you gotta put the work in. I'll say it again. You half-ass, whatever you do, you're going to get half-ass results. And for me, I'm very intentional, which allowed me to get to where I'm at right now. But on the back end, like I said, this is the time where you have to have gratitude. You got to be gracious. You feel me? You feel me? You got to be intentional about what you're doing. You got to be having that mindfulness, getting yourself away from people that's not going to be benefiting from you, setting boundaries. You feel me? Certain things we ain't gonna be letting go anymore. We ain't doing this no more. You feel me? We drawing a what? We drawing a line. You feel me? But I really want you guys to really start to see your potential. Why don't we put you on the, not on the hot seat, but you feel me? Put you in the light. Because you've been in the darkness for so long. And for those out there too, I know how it feels to be on the back, you feel me? To be in the back burner, to be the underdog, you feel me? People choosing people to be on a team, and they're gonna sit there and pick you last. Like you ain't nice, you feel me? Stop allowing yourself to be in a situation where you're compromised, where you're always being chosen last, where you feel me? You a loser, you're putting yourself in the darkness, you feel me? And then you got all this resentment, all this anger, all this, you feel me? All these mixed emotions because you've been allowing these things to happen. You've been allowing these things to slide. You've been, you feel me? Passive aggressive. Procrastinating because I'm going to get to it later. You're letting life just drift off and you on cruise control. Just, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's take action, y'all. Let's take action. Let's really make the change. Let's make the difference. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you something that I'm not applying to myself. Y'all, we in the streets with us, so you feel me? Left and right, y'all. Left and right. Look. But for real, y'all, most of us are around people that's not going to really try to get to us to the next level because we're around people that's competing with us. We're around people with low self-esteem. I'll say it again. Low self-esteem. People are not putting in the work. This is not about just going to the gym. This is not about just getting your hair done. This is not about just getting the bag. This is not about just going to work. This is not about just working for superb companies. This is not about being around people that, oh, I work for a billionaire. It's not about that, yo. Who gives a damn? You feel me? This is about who you are. This is about your head space. This is about your heart, where your heart's at. It's about the impact, things that you do. It's about, you feel me? It's about who you are as a person. And people see that. And they compete because they got their own things going on with them. But yo, we need to move around. Do what's beneficial for you, for real. Because I'm letting you know right now, yo, when you switch things up, when you move around and you move strategically and you don't gotta amplify and tell everybody your business, you get to really live life, and you have something that some people with money or wealth or things that you desire don't even have. And I'm gonna give it to you right now. Let me slow it down real quick. But it's something that's called peace of mind. And even people, like I said, that's coming from dysfunctional dynamics, this is something that can be really beneficial for you, because even when you got to go back in the fire, you feel me? Because some of us, like I said, we can't control our situations. We live in the hood. We live in a dysfunctional family. You feel me? We try to tell someone stop. We try to set the boundary, but they're going to what? They're going to do what they want to do. But something that you can control and gain is something that's called a peace of mind. And that's something that you can get when you focus on yourself. When you apply the strategy, things that we discussed on Thriving Talks, you feel me? When you start to love yourself, when you start to affirm yourself, when you start to really, you know what I mean? Gain the support. Start to accept and be real to yourself, you feel me? The worst thing that you can do is lie to yourself, you feel me? It's almost like for someone, for instance, they saying, yo, I be in the gym, I'm about to start doing this, about to start doing that. You know what I mean? By the end of the year it comes, you're expecting to see this person, you feel me, in catastrophic, you feel me, a whole different type of your transformation, you feel me? Boom, like, you feel me? Voila, like, and it ain't, it's like, because the person wasn't consistent, the person wasn't disciplined, the person wasn't practicing, the person wasn't training, the person wasn't taking it serious. You feel me? So we have to be real. Because I have to be real to those out there that are doing what they are doing, and they are getting the benefits of what they are doing. You understand? You feel me? So we can't sit here, you know, and play that like it's sweet. We have to be real. You dig? But once again, like I said, we're in tough times right now. Practice on compassion. Practice on minding your business. Staying focused on yourself. Practice on gratitude, regardless of what you got going on. Keep a positive mentality. Don't let no one trick you outside your position and pull you down into their scheme of misery. Don't let it happen, dog. You know what I mean? And keep these walks. You feel me? Walk with the fella. You know what I mean? Keep seeking positive information. Thriving Talks, we here for you. You know what I mean? If you found this video beneficial, throw a thumbs up and share if possible. You know what I mean? Let's share. You feel me? Let's make this impact together. You know what I mean? And I'll see you on the next one.